Do you have a skincare routine? This nigga don't got no pores whatsoever. You look amazing. Hello, real ones. We're here with
Domo Genesis.
How you feeling today, man?
I'm tired.
Were you here yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, so it's been a long weekend for you. I wanted to know, who are you listening to currently?
That's a good question. My boy Maxo was here. I like Maxo's shit. He's tight. Obviously, I'm listening to everything that Al's doing. I love Young Thug, Free Thug. I like a lot of different things right now. I feel like I'm leaving a lot of people out. I just found out the girl, what was her name? Bia Badubi or something like that?
Yeah, she's
She
tough.
tight. I just found out
Yeah,
about her. She's tight,
crazy.
though. I'm figuring out things right now.
I'm also wondering, who are your influences, like when you're making music, like maybe when you're writing, who are you listening to?
Nas is one of my favorite pens ever. I don't really listen to Nas to like get inspiration on rap. He's just like up there to me, you know? Obviously, I'm listening to like a lot of like Rock Marcy and stuff like that. I got a lot of Bodie in my rotation. I really listen to soul music though. Like I like Anita Baker and stuff like that. That really gets me in the mood to create.
I feel like sometimes I neglect that part of my playlist, and then when I go back to it, I'm like, this is what I've been needing, you know?
No, for real, like that stuff is like nourishment, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Who would you say is your favorite on this lineup thus far, these past 2 days?
The Clips was crazy to watch. I've never seen them perform, so that was a big one for me. And then I seen Kendrick do his thing too. I've seen Kendrick before, but he did a lot of stuff that I didn't imagine that I would hear, so that was cool too.
What's your version of self-care? Like when you've been out on the road, like far too fucking long, and you just want to come back home and unwind?
So I do a lot of hikes. I don't know, I feel like putting in sweat equity is like currency sometimes. There's something scientific about it I can't explain at the moment, but I know that certain workouts like runner's high and jumping rope, they release these things that just give you calmness. And I think one of the main things I do is get into nature. I go hiking. I don't really like to sweat inside, so I kind of get out into nature and do some type of activity. I meditate a lot more now than I used to, so I just like to find ways to be silent and decompress, you know?
Do you have a skincare routine? Because first of all, up close, your skin looks fucking phenomenal. Like, this nigga don't got no pores whatsoever. You look amazing.
All the natural joints. Like, I go to the dude around my old hood in Inglewood. You know, he got all the shea butters and detoxifying mask. And I'm taking a lot of the sea moss, black seed oil, and all of that type of stuff. I'm keeping it very, like, ethnic and holistic. You know what I'm saying? That's the route I go. I don't really do anything that got additives and stuff like that. Skincare-wise, it's literally from the earth.
What's your favorite home-cooked meal?
That's a wild question, because Hamburger Helper used to smack when my mom used to cook that. Nowadays, I'm just getting my swag right with the cooking, so I'm doing easy stuff like spaghetti and tacos and stuff.
What's the hardest thing? I know I can't cook a steak to save my fucking life.
Oh, I might butcher a steak though.
Yeah.
I'm not like steak savvy. The hardest thing though that I think I tried and I felt like flat on my face, I tried to just do like this kind of like lasagna little thing from scratch. It wasn't it.
It don't sound it. Who are your fashion influences? Like, who are you wearing today? What you got on today?
Funny enough, this is Dickies. They just doing some off the wall stuff. Dickies holla at me because I'm trying to like tap in. So
Collab coming soon tonight.
Like, I love Dickies. Even what I wore on stage was Dickies. So come on, yeah. But this is Dickies, North Face, and then this is my brand here. Things happen to us. So I keep it conservative, not like a super designer guy, but I find little tricky things that look really cool. That's just my swag. I like to stay like off the beat a little bit.
That's why I tell people, stick to the basics. You don't gotta do too much to do too much.
You know, like sometimes you can crush it just keeping it clean.
Who are some real ones in your life? Can you shout out a real one, somebody that's always in your corner?
Yeah, well, one of my friends over there, Kenny Shan, that's my best friend, man. He my DJ, Take Flight, who helped me do that today. He's a real one. That's my cousin right there with the brown sweater on. He's a real one. I'm like really family based and in-house, so like my entire family was here today. You know, they allowed me to keep it real, so shout out to real ones and shout out to real ones.
Last question I do want to ask, do you have any advice for like any young people like following in your footsteps that want to do music, what you should stay away from, what you should go for?
It's crazy because you'll tell people to stay away from certain things or guide them into some type of situations, but the realest thing that you can tell people is like be careful with yourself. You are your biggest enemy when it comes to like self-doubt and stuff like that. You'll definitely kick your own ass like not being mentally prepared. You will blame it on everyone but yourself, but really you can take you out of your blessings, so you gotta be careful with yourself.
I needed to hear that myself.
For sure.
Shit. But thank you so much, and I also have a gift for you. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, yeah,
okay. Kind of crumbled up because it's in my pocket.
Real one, so certified me.
Thank you.